Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Muffed Podcast. My name is Boaz, and across from me is...
Hey guys, it's Lameter.
No longer the one, the only, just Lameter. But, right? That's how you wanted it.
Yeah, I like that. It's cool.
Okay, we'll keep it as just Lameter.
Alright.
I know sometimes I let my pride get the best of me, thinking we got telepathy, working on it every day, but I don't know what's next for me.
So, we have some big news, probably the biggest news from our podcast since we started. We were at the 49ers game last week, so do you want to say what's going on?
Yeah, so last week we went to the Steelers-49ers game. Marquise Goodwin hooked us up with free tickets, him and his wife Morgan.
Yeah.
And we got to meet them afterwards, and they signed a couple of game day towels for us, which we are giving out to you guys as
a thank you.
giveaway.
Yeah, thank you
for being such awesome podcast fans so
Yeah.
far. So the rules to enter are on our Twitter, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically following us and the other podcasts we're partnering
The Fourth
up
and
with,
Gold
Fourth and
podcast,
Gold.
yeah.
And yeah, so stay tuned.
Yeah, so also for all the people who maybe came on late, because I know our goal was 49 retweets, and we passed that really quickly. Like within a day, we passed that. So yeah, and we've everybody who's retweeted it, you have one entry into the giveaway. But we're also, just to hook you guys up to the people who actually listen to our podcast, we're gonna give you one extra entry into the contest. And so we have these 3 questions, and it's gonna be Marquise Goodwin trivia. Marquise Goodwin is the one who hooked us up. So we want the people who win maybe to at least know something about Marquise Goodwin prior, or maybe even like you Wikipedia or like Google these answers, and now you're a Marquise Goodwin fan. So that those are all positives. Like we want you to actually know who Marquise Goodwin is, and more than just wanting to win the towel just for the sake of having the souvenir.
Yep, that sounds right.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
want to alternate the questions?
Yeah, all right. So we have 3 questions about Marquise Goodwin. The first one is, what was his first NFL team?
So the second one would be, so he was in the 2012 Olympics, the Summer Olympics. What event did he participate in?
Okay, the third one is, what was the first regular season game Marquise Goodwin played for the 49ers in?
Yeah. So if you answer those 3 questions correctly, we're gonna put out a tweet, and in the tweet you have to make a comment and just list, go 1, 2, 3, put out the answers. If you're right, we'll put in your name for an extra giveaway or for an extra entry into the giveaway.
Yeah.
And then on our Friday episode that we're gonna release, we're gonna put all the names into a random name generator, or not a random number generator. We're gonna assign a number to each name and put it into a random number generator, and we'll pick out 2 names.
Yep.
And so the thing is also you have to follow all the rules strictly. Like I know it's a lot of rules, but we just kind of since we're partnering with Fourth and Gold, you got to follow those guys. Got to follow us. You got to retweet make the tweet, retweet the tweet, and then also if you want an extra one, get all 3 of those questions correct, and that way you can get a maximum of 2 entries. So that should improve your chances pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I hope for the best. I hope whoever's listening, I hope that you win it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, go Niners.
Yeah.
Let's get a 4-0.
Yeah,
Beat Cleveland.
4-0. And maybe that Rams game will be a really good one.
Rams game, yeah. There's a lot of football still left, but I like the Niners. They've been good this
The
past
nice
3 weeks.
young,
Yeah,
energetic football team.
the defense especially. Yeah, the defense has really shown
Yeah,
up.
and the guy, Jimmy guy.
That Jimmy
and
guy,
his wide
yeah.
receivers and tight end, and the offensive lineman, or the offensive.
So pretty much everybody.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start with a quick recap of Week 3. There were a lot of good games, I want to say.
What was your most interesting? I know. What game did you find the most interesting?
I actually thought the 49ers game was the most interesting.
I mean, yeah,
I missed a good chunk of a lot of games, but personally, looking back at it, I thought the 49ers game or the Detroit-Philadelphia game.
What about the New York Tampa Bay game? Danny Dimes coming back.
I wasn't expecting much out of those 2 teams, so
Yeah.
I just kept I didn't keep a close watch on that game, but I did watch the highlights and a little bit of the replay. Daniel Jones looked great, man.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, and then Jameis has been a whole different quarterback for the past 2 weeks, cutting down on the interceptions, making smart decisions. He definitely has the talent.
It's a new Jameis, yeah.
Yeah, Arians is bringing out the smarter side of him, which could mean very good things for Tampa. I think they could end up making a run this year if
maybe. I think if the pieces fall together, yeah. But Jameis, last week we saw with Mike Evans, he had 3 touchdowns. Mm-hmm. I don't know, Jameis and Mike Evans, there's got to be a connection. I know Chris Godwin's there, and people started writing off Mike Evans being Chris Godwin's the number 1 receiver now.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to distribute the ball. Jameis Winston, he just gets his receivers. He's got talented receivers. He's got talent around him. The running backs, even Ronald Jones, looks pretty good.
He's been. Well, people wrote him off last year. But
Yeah.
he's had a career resurgence, or just like.
I mean, that whole team's got to have a chip on their
breakout
shoulder.
year. Yeah.
You got Jameis Winston. People are talking about how he shouldn't be re-signed. How the Tampa Bay should move on and draft a new quarterback this year. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of talent, in the draft. We talked about last week. Talked about the running backs and the receivers there in the draft, and there's a lot of talent there. But also the quarterbacks. There's a lot of talented quarterbacks out there. So Tampa Bay could be a team. Tampa Bay and Tennessee both. Tennessee didn't look too good last week against Jacksonville. People were calling for Marcus Mariota to get benched for Ryan Tannehill.
I don't think they should bench Tannehill or Mariota right now.
Yeah.
Because he is another talented quarterback who could definitely make things happen with his arm and his legs. I think the team just needs to utilize him better.
For sure. But those are two guys, they're coming out, their contract is going to expire, and we're going to see what's going to happen. So the Tennessee and Tampa Bay could be two teams that, could be looking for a quarterback in the draft.
Hot take, both of them get signed.
You think?
Re-signed?
Re-signed? I think that's not a hot take. That's probably what's expected. Hot take is both of them, that they get rid of them.
No, that's not happening.
You don't think so?
At least one is staying for sure.
I could see Mariota, leaving. I don't know.
I could too, but I don't want him to leave.
Yeah, I think Arians kind of likes Winston with his big arm. I don't think there's that. I guess there's Jake Eason from
Jacob Eason, yeah.
Yeah, from Washington.
Yeah,
he's got a big arm, but really other than that, I don't see that guy anyone with as big of an arm as Jameis.
He had Carson Palmer vibes to himself.
Exactly. Yeah.
Is a little mobile.
Plus, also Bruce Arians is a quarterback whisperer. That's kind of his whole moniker.
Yeah.
So if I don't think he really needs a top talent quarterback to make him look good.
Yep.
And we've seen that the past couple weeks.
For sure.
Yeah.
Some unhurdled games that happened this week were, in my opinion, the Bills-Bengals game, which was very interesting. The Bills had.
When you hear Bills-Bengals, it's not your mouth isn't in water, and you're not really like, oh man, I can't wait for that Bills-Bengals game.
But I did watch that game because I'm a big fan of that Josh Allen, very big fan. And so Josh Allen came back from a 14-point deficit and showed that he's a mature quarterback. He does have the tools. He has a huge arm, can make things happen with his legs. I think the Bills are going to be an interesting team to watch, fun team to watch.
For sure, yeah. And they're talented. And Josh Allen, I think the whole knock on him, he had the low completion percentage, and people thought he's not very accurate. And yes, you've seen a couple times where maybe he could have placed it a little better, but he's still a young quarterback, and I think the talent is definitely there.
Yeah, I think the Bengals team also bounced back pretty well.
I think if you start talking about teams,
the drubbing they got last week, by
the Niners.
Yeah, so I think they did bounce back pretty well. Played hard for their coach. Unlucky the score didn't go their way.
I think, but the Bengals are another team that you could look at maybe next year trying to draft somebody. Maybe not in the first, but in the second. That's what they did with Andy Dalton. They got a second round.
I think Jacob Eason could actually go to
in the second.
Bengals.
Going to the Bengals. Yeah, I could see that.
Yep, my upset game of the weeks. I had two actually. One was Saints versus Seahawks. I didn't think Teddy Bridgewater was gonna win that.
If you just look at the two teams, even without Drew Brees, Drew Brees obviously he's a Hall of Fame quarterback, but Mike Thomas, is there a receiver on Seattle that's even close to that caliber?
No, not for.
I don't think unless DK Metcalf all of a sudden emerges, but he's too young. You don't know. Also, I like Chris Carson, even though he's in the Seahawks and everything like that, but he's no Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara he's crazy good.
For sure. It's
just that offense. They're very good. Their offensive line is very good. So even if Teddy Bridgewater can't make the same throws as Drew Brees can, I think they're still a talented team. You can't count them out.
Yeah, for sure. But I didn't think they were gonna react to the loss of Drew Brees in such a way.
No, yeah, they really riled around the Teddy Bridgewater. And did you see the video of
after the game,
locker room speech? Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very heartwarming message by Teddy.
Yeah. He's a guy you can really root for. He doesn't. Yeah.
He doesn't have any bad qualities about him.
He seems like a nice guy, and I feel bad for him. I feel like he wasn't given his opportunities, and exactly. So I'm hoping maybe he shows something. Maybe he goes to the Bengals like we were just talking about. I don't know, maybe Tennessee or something.
Or maybe Kirk Cousins gets cut from Minnesota.
You think he's gonna come back?
Then they take Teddy Bridgewater.
Kirk Cousins come to the Niners?
No.
You can
I'm the biggest Jimmy Garoppolo fan out there. Please don't say that.
That's a big title. Is that really you're gonna self-proclaim yourself as the biggest Jimmy Garoppolo fan?
Yeah, I have a wallpaper of full-size Jimmy Garoppolo in my room. I don't think it gets any bigger than that.
That's ballsy. I didn't think you were gonna say. I didn't think you were gonna say that on air. I knew that about you. I just didn't.
No, I just need to let everybody know I am the biggest Jimmy Garoppolo fan out there. Sorry, anybody who thinks.
I'll say he's the biggest Jimmy Garoppolo fan that I know. I won't go as far as out there. Maybe there's some New England fans, some hardcore New England fans who still love Jimmy.
Well, nobody loves Jimmy as much as I do.
All right, let's move on to the next topic. So I saw you got into some beef on Instagram, right, in the comment section.
Yeah.
With some guys about what the best division is, because you're obviously an NFC West. Niners are in the NFC West, but you got into beef with some guys saying NFC North. So you wanted to really talk about this.
Yeah. Okay, let's start from 8 to 1. That way the suspense builds up. So let's go number 8. Let's have a quick look at the division.
Oh, you just want to go over all the divisions?
Yeah,
all right, we can do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to just go debate it?
Yeah, debate.
Okay,
yeah,
I'm down for that.
So number 8, I nominate the AFC North.
Yeah, they're no good. Yeah. That is true.
AFC North with Ravens, Browns, Bengals. Steelers.
I mean, that's a division that we all thought going in that they would be good. Mm-hmm. But I don't really. You'd say they're the worst one.
Yeah, they have 2 0-3 teams, and the Steelers and Bengals.
But I mean, you gotta look at it.
Who I don't see being competitive at all, and they have a Browns team which I think is massively overhyped right now. They're a good team. They could be exciting to watch, but I don't think they are they're a very fringe wild card team. And the Ravens team, I think they're also a little overrated right now. Lamar Jackson really hasn't played anybody good per se.
That is
defense.
true. Yeah,
he hasn't. He has to prove himself to me.
Really, I think the Kansas City game he really proved himself. Even though he had a couple of those fourth down, where he just tossed it up, he still seems a little more composed and he didn't look like a rookie quarterback.
Yeah, definitely. But I don't see how people are comparing him to Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, yeah.
Mahomes is a whole different monster. Lamar Jackson shouldn't even be in the MVP race as of now because he's played 3 bad defenses in Arizona, Miami, and Kansas City. Kansas City has a great offense, lights out, but their defense is
they like getting
porous.
into shootouts.
It's pretty porous.
Yeah. Okay, I'll say this. I think the AFC South is worse.
AFC South. No. Okay. If you look at the AFC South, they have the Colts.
I mean, did you see Tennessee last week? Tennessee was no good. Their offense was just not producing at all.
They still beat the Browns, who are the number 2 team in that division. Tennessee's the last team in that division. Jacksonville is better than Tennessee, in my opinion, even with Gardner Minshew.
I like Gardner Minshew. So that is true.
That already puts 2 teams above them. I think the Colts and Texans could definitely battle.
But here's the thing: you're looking at records a lot. I'm kind of looking at it, just talent wise. You think about it. Because 0-3, you can start off 0-3, and we've seen the stats. Obviously it's not high, the probability of you making it to Super Bowl, but it's still possible. I'm just looking at some of these teams, and the AFC North, the Steelers are a talented team. It's been tough without Big Ben and all that, and James Conner just hasn't, he hasn't looked like himself. He hasn't looked like his last year self.
But the thing is, I could see 3, maybe even 4 teams, all 4 teams from the AFC South making the playoffs. The Colts are obviously a great team. The Texans, another great team with Deshaun Watson and a great defense. The Jaguars, awesome defense in my opinion, even without Jalen Ramsey, and I think he sticks around for this season, despite the rumors. And the Titans, I think they are a good team.
They're a good defense.
They almost made the playoffs last year with Blaine Gabbert at quarterback for the last 2 games, last 1 game. So
okay, but let's look at AFC North. Okay, Pittsburgh. I think they still got talent on the offense.
They're not contending this year though.
You don't think so?
No, not at all.
I think if Mason Rudolph pulls it together, maybe they can do something. Bengals, I like Bengals offense. Zach Taylor has proven that he knows how to coach up the guys. And even though I was kind of a little skeptical about him, and I thought he was maybe just a Sean McVay kind of clone, the whole idea that everyone's trying to get the next Sean McVay, he's proven that he's not Sean McVay, he's not Kyle Shanahan, but he could still be a successful coach in NFL. Cleveland, honestly, going into the season, I was saying that they look on paper like the most talented roster. So I don't think they're bad. And Baltimore's looked amazing in the past with Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson's been slinging it, and I know they played a couple bad defenses, but even when they play against the good defense or the top-notch teams, I think Baltimore's defense is still top-notch, so they can hold the other team's offense. And Lamar Jackson, he's got some wheels on him, so even if he can't make any passes, he can still run at he He can scramble out.
Okay, how about this? We give I don't know. I still don't agree with your argument at all. And I think...
No, that's fine. We can agree to disagree.
The number of contenders... for my list, I have a AFC South, North at 8. Let's go 2 parallel lists. Who's number 8 on your...
So the worst division.
Yeah.
The worst division. Man, I think it's for me it's the AFC South.
Okay. Number 7.
Number 7?
I would argue it's still not the AFC South for me. I think it's the AFC West or the NFC East.
This is going to be kind of ballsy. AFC East.
AFC.
Patriots are talented, but let's come on. Miami is the worst team in the league. They're by far the worst.
Sure.
They're completely talentless, so that brings them down. The Jets, Luke Falk is not it. He has not looked any good.
Yeah, but
and even then, their offenses look a little stagnant. Even with Sam
Darnold,
Darnold, their offenses look kind of stagnant, and their defense is not bad. But I still wouldn't consider like a top echelon defense. I think like they have some good players like Jamal Adams, Leonard Williams. But okay, let's look. Bills are 3-0, but I think they're like a 3-0 with an asterisk. You know, they haven't really. To me, I don't think they're that good yet. And Patriots are a top team in the NFL, obviously. But I think the rest of the division brings them down. That division has notoriously been bad. That's the reason why the Patriots pretty much every year easily make it to the playoffs.
Well, I like the Bills. As I said,
You're a Bills,
big fan
yeah.
of the Bills, and I kind of like the Jets too. So I'm not gonna write them there.
I like Le'Veon Bell, and I like the Jets. On paper, the Jets roster is good, but just watching the game, man, they're not. They haven't pieced it together yet.
I'm gonna go with the NFC East. Actually, the Cowboys. Now, actually, I do like the Cowboys and Eagles.
So come on, you got to choose one. You can't be so indecisive.
Okay, let's go with the AFC West.
AFC West. Okay.
Because I only see the Chiefs as a good team. The Chargers are a good team, but...
That's my third one, I would say, yeah. So, what is that, number 6?
Yeah, number 6.
AFC West. I would say that.
For me, it's the NFC East, number 6.
NFC East.
Cowboys, the bottom of that...
Really? No, I just...
The Redskins and Giants, they're just too in talent. They're not.
I think Dwayne Haskins comes in. Redskins could be good.
I thought the Redskins were going to be good this year. I still do think they're a good team.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just not as good as the other
I mean,
divisions.
Eagles are a top-notch team despite their record. If you're just looking at the record, obviously, yeah, they don't look that good. But Eagles, they're a good team. They're talented. Come on, 2 years removed from being in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, actually, you're right. I'm gonna flip-flop the AFC East in here for number 6.
AFC East. Okay. All
right.
What about you? I already said the number 6. I think AFC West.
Okay. Okay. Number 5. I actually thought about the NFC East, and I think I'm going to put the AFC South under them.
Okay, so that's number 5, AFC
Just
South?
the ceiling of the NFC East is way higher.
I think you're way too high in some of these. I'm going, number 5. Man, I've just been picking AFC teams, huh?
Both of us have.
Yeah. So I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to go to NFC. And I'm going to say NFC South.
Oh, really?
The Falcons just haven't looked like it. You know, they've had a couple, but it's just they've had a couple like games where they've looked okay. Mm-hmm. But it's just, Matt Ryan he does a lot of turnovers. You know, he's not clutch. He's kind of known not to be a clutch quarterback. Mm-hmm. Their defense, especially now with Keanu Neal, right? He got injured.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, so I don't think their defense is that good or as good as it used to be. Carolina with Kyle Allen, I know he looked good one game, but that's just one game. I don't think he's going to continue it. And their defense has not been really that good. Their offensive line is pretty bad. That's always been the case. And, you know, just the receivers, DJ Moore hasn't really, you know, he's looked okay, but he hasn't looked like, you know, the part of a first-rounder. Mm-hmm. Curtis Samuel's been okay.
Yeah.
But it's just Christian McCaffrey. That offense is Christian McCaffrey's just carrying them.
Yeah, I definitely see what you're talking about.
But Saints are a top-notch team, and Buccaneers have the potential to be a top-notch team, but, you know, they're just not there yet. I don't think this season they're there.
Okay. I see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I stick with the 4 AFC teams as the bottom.
No, that's okay.
Okay. And number 4 for me is the NFC East for reasons I've already argued about.
The NFC East. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to go number 4. I'm going AFC North.
Okay.
I think
wow. That is super high for that.
I don't think they're bad. I think Pittsburgh's a good team. I think Cincinnati's a good team. I think Cleveland's like they just, you know, they haven't looked like themselves, but Freddie Kitchens, you know, turns them around. They could be a good team. They're talented. And Baltimore's a talented team. They've already shown that they've been good. They're good on offense, good on defense. They're a playoff team for sure.
If you guys listening can't see my face, what you obviously
he's in disgust, but I don't understand what he's saying.
I'm trying not to laugh here.
I think he's way low on the AFC North. Like Pittsburgh is not. They played the Niners made him look way worse than I think they really are.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 3 would be NFC South for me.
NFC South for number 3.
Because I see Atlanta contending. Because, okay, here's the thing with my rankings. If I like a player and they have him, I think that team could contend. For the Panthers, I like their offense. I like Kyle Allen. I've been saying this since last year.
Yeah, you're Kyle Allen. Yeah, you love Kyle Allen.
Last year. And I like Matty Ice. And I think he could
What about his clutch abilities? Is he clutch?
I don't care. They have Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, and Mohamed Sanu.
That is true. They have talent there. I didn't say they're not talented. They just haven't looked. They haven't looked the part of the.
I don't care. I think they have a while to get that all together. The Buccaneers, I'm already high on them, as I said, and then the Saints are just super talented. So that's 4 great teams.
That was your number 3 team.
Yep.
Number 3. I mean the 3 division.
Yeah.
So I'm down to. I have just the 3 NFC teams. So I'm going to number 3. NFC East.
Yeah.
I think you're way low on the NFC East, but
I had him number 4.
I think 3 is pretty accurate. But yeah, NFC East is where I'm going. They're a talented division, but number 3, that's the top 3 division. Yeah. That's still good.
Okay, number 2 for me is the NFC North. And number 1 is the NFC West.
You're a Niners fan. I see where you're going with the NFC West. I do like the Rams. The Rams are a talented team, even though, they play against the 49ers. The 49ers have been a talented defense. Offense, Jimmy Garoppolo he's looked okay under pressure, but he just hasn't been able to make the big throws yet. Mm-hmm. And we've also seen him make a couple lapses and mistakes, especially with the fumbles last game, with the 5 turnovers. Okay. Obviously, not all of them are his fault. Okay. I think Seattle's they've been trending down for a while. They've been kind of slowly trending down because Pete Carroll still made him look kind of good. Yeah. But, just because, I'm a Niners fan, I kind of don't like Seattle very much. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to be down in Seattle. And then Arizona, I don't know, Kyler Murray. I was kind of, I wasn't really high on him when he got drafted. I thought he got number 1 was too high for him. I didn't think he was that good. Okay. I didn't think he looked very good in the preseason. And I think if you look at his stats, they tell a completely different story. Like his stats, he looks he's been doing good as a rookie. But you got to look also at their air raid offense. They're on pace to be Kyler Murray's going to have a record in the most throwing attempts. Okay. With the stats that he has, of course, but that's just because the usage, the high usage. Okay. So for that reason, I'm putting NFC West at number 2.
All right.
And also just to be different from you.
Okay. I don't think the Lions are better than the Cardinals, first of all. They're 2-0-1. They beat the Eagles, but I still...
You got to look at talent-wise. Who's in the Cardinals offense?
I just like the coaching staff better. Everybody's hating out there on Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I really do believe in the guy. I've been saying this since when he got hired.
That is true. You have been. And I don't know. I think his hiring was a mistake. Steve Wilkes, I don't think it was a good idea. Mm-hmm. I don't think Cliff Kingsbury has been a good idea. The air raid offense has proven that it really not worked. It's only worked in the 4th quarter of the Lions game.
And the Baltimore game. They were pretty close.
Yeah, they're close, but they're not winning the game. They're not winning the games because of this offense. It's not like Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan, where you see that it's a scheme that's winning them these games. It's not. It's Larry Fitzgerald that got him into the Lions game. That's the only reason they tied that up. So I'm going NFC North at number 1.
So then I'll keep my comparison going. Number 3 teams are the Vikings and 49ers. I'm very high on the 49ers, very low on the Vikings. That's why I say 49ers are better. Number 2 teams, Packers and Seahawks. They're trending in opposite directions right now. Seahawks going down, Packers going up. I really do like the Packers, but they haven't proved enough to me yet this season. And the Seahawks have been consistently good in the face of adversity for the past couple of years. That's why I'm going to give them a tie.
Okay, but who does... Okay, look at the Packers receivers, and then look at Seattle's receivers.
Chicago... Okay, we'll come back to that, but Chicago has really regressed, in my opinion. The offense looks terrible.
It's Trubisky. It's Trubisky who's regressed.
That offense looks god-awful.
It's Trubisky.
Nagy is not scheming anything open for that offense. The defense looks okay, but they haven't looked as dominant as they did a year ago.
I think it's Trubisky. Fangio. Their defense has still been good. So you can't say it's without Fangio. The defense is still good. Did you see the...
Yeah, come on. Not as dominant as...
They're still dominant. I think they're still dominant.
I had them in fantasy last year. I know exactly how effective that defense was.
That defense is good. And I think it's still a top 3 defense, still in NFL.
Yeah, for sure.
So for that, we can go on this for an hour. We can go all day doing this. But I think we're just going to leave it at our opinion. Yeah. I don't know, maybe if you have something to say about this, maybe you agree with one of us, tag us on Twitter. Yeah. Or, just, I don't know, hit us up in the comments of the podcast episode if you're watching on YouTube. And we're always down to debate with you guys online. Yeah. It's kind of fun for us, It's not really like a debate, in the sense we're disliking each other. It's just a fun thing to do. And,
Yeah. Drop what you think in the Twitter section.
Put your opinion.
Comment section, and we'll respond. We'll see. hopefully the
It's always
East and
fun.
the NFC West is better, or else I'm coming for you. Okay, so let's run through the games of the week real quick.
Yeah.
Just who do you think is going to win? Who do you think is going to lose? Packers Philly, in my opinion, is a great game.
Yeah.
Alshon Jeffrey's coming back. I think that gives a much needed boost to the Philly offense against
So
a
who you
very
choosing?
good Packers defense.
choosing Philly?
Yeah, I choose Philly.
I'm going Green Bay.
Green Bay,
I like
I
Aaron
think the
Jones. I
offense
like their
comes out,
split.
yeah.
I like the split with, even though I have Aaron Jones fantasy, I like what they're doing with the running backs. They're running the ball a lot now, taking the pressure off Aaron Rodgers, and their defenses look good. They really heavily improved that defense.
I think Aaron Rodgers is due for a explosion.
Yeah, this is going to be a close game. I'm not saying it's a blowout, but I think Green Bay pulls it out.
Okay, next games of the week, Ravens versus Browns.
Who are you going for?
I'm going with the Browns. Baker, in the face of adversity, no one beats him.
I'm going for Ravens. I think, man, Baker's looking down. Do you see the video of him talking about what's his name, Rex Ryan?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think he's down. He sees the media's on him, and yeah, usually Baker shines, but I think even if he tries to shine, the Baltimore defense is they're amazing, and their offense line, the Cleveland offensive line has been bad. Baker's literally there's always a defender in his face every second.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's gonna continue, Baker Mayfield's gonna have a tough time. I think Baltimore wins it.
Okay, Pats Bills.
Yeah, it's Patriots. Come on.
I'm predicting the upset because I
You
love
just
Josh Allen.
This whole episode has just been you talking about how much you love Josh Allen and the Bills.
Sean McDermott, their coach, I love too. So
Yeah.
that's why the Bills win this upset alert.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's
Saints
Patriots.
Cowboys. I say Cowboys.
I'm going Saints. I think
Teddy
you're
too
you're down to
close
Teddy
to
too good. Yeah.
Your party ended too soon, but
He's gonna come out and he's gonna ball out. He's gonna show you that maybe his arm's not as big as Drew Brees, but he's still a playmaker and he's a baller.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's look at a couple of other games real quick. This is just a quick fire round.
Yeah.
So Redskins Giants.
Oh man. Redskins, and I think halfway through the game they're gonna bench Case Keenum, put in what's the guy from Dwayne Haskins from Ohio State.
I want to say Danny Dimes and the Giants win this.
That'd be a fun story. Yeah, I do like Danny Dimes.
Chiefs Lions.
Chiefs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Titans Falcons.
Oh man, that's just the two offenses that just haven't looked that good, but Falcons have looked better.
Yeah,
It's Falcons.
Again, Matty Ice fan right here.
Yeah.
Falcons. Raiders Colts.
Colts.
Okay.
Come on.
Panthers Texans.
Panthers, Texans.
Panthers.
Yeah, I'm not a Kyle Allen fan like you are.
Okay. Chargers Dolphins. This one's a tough one in my opinion. I think Dolphins are a contender. No,
It's Chargers.
Okay. Buccaneers Rams.
Buccaneers, Rams. It's Rams. Come on. That's not even difficult.
Seahawks Cardinals.
Seahawks.
Cardinals.
You're
Kyler
just
Murray.
Kyler Murray guy. Yeah. See, you just
Outshines.
you're just picking all these
Russell
quarterbacks.
Wilson.
Yeah, it's just because you like the quarterback.
Vikings,
The team is
Bears.
more than just the quarterback.
Vikings Bears.
Bears.
Vikings.
I think Trubisky's gonna come back. I think Kirk Cousins is in a slump, and the Chicago defense isn't gonna help him get out of it.
Okay, I dislike the Vikings right now, but I do like Kirk Cousins, quarterback.
I like Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, I like that offense, and I
Would
have
you like Kirk
Stephon
Cousins
Diggs
in a red
my-
jersey and a red 49ers?
No, I don't like him. My love for Jimmy Garoppolo
I'm just gonna
is well
find ways.
documented.
I'm just gonna find ways to sneak that in, just piss you off every single week.
And I have Diggs in my fantasy team, so I wanted to go.
I think he's
off.
gonna throw to Thielen.
Okay, I think the Vikings win there.
Okay,
And Jaguars Broncos.
man, that's gonna be a boring game. I like Gardner Minshew. Let's go Jacksonville.
Me too.
I like the Minshew mustache.
Okay, Bengals Steelers Monday night. Bad game. Oh my God. Why?
Steelers.
Bengals.
Those are two teams that I was said that are good that you were down on, but Steelers.
High-powered offense, in my opinion.
I think Mason Rudolph. It's just the Niners defense was really good. That's the reason why he looks so bad.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mason Rudolph. He'll come back. James Conner for sure will come back, and we'll be good.
Okay. All right, guys. That's our episode for today. Stay tuned for the giveaway winners. Probably Friday, most likely.
Yeah, Friday.
And we're planning on doing a giveaway.
Remember to
every 1 or
comment.
2 months.
Remember to comment the
Yeah.
answers for the Marquise Goodwin to get an extra entry into the giveaway.
Mm-hmm.
And have a good day. And I hope your team wins this Sunday whenever they're playing. And see you guys later.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Peace.